Ladies and gentlemen, I understand there's a lot of polarization in the cryptocurrency market right now, and that's because Bitcoin is in a quite tedious position, a position that's quite confusing, a position that not many people understand, and that's why in this video, I'm making a shorter video today to get down to the crux of the issue. I'm removing all of the lines from my charts and starting fresh and simplifying literally everything. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly Bitcoin's situation and exactly how to react next. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Let's get straight into the video. Where is Bitcoin right now? Well, Bitcoin is ranging between two critical levels. The first level is this green box here, which is validated by visual terms. Okay, that is the level between 30 and 32K. And the second box is over here between 37.5K and we think around 40K. It's hard to be precise, and that is validated by volume profile. As you can see, the volume profile begins to taper off at around 40K. So we've got these two levels, 30 to 32K and 37.5 to 40K, that Bitcoin is very clearly in a range between. And given the fact that we're pushing upwards towards the resistance block of this range, people are getting very, very heated. The market in general is getting very divided. There's a lot of polarization in the market right now. But ultimately, even though we're in a strong upwards trend with no sign at the moment of any confirmed downwards trend forming, and what I mean by that is we're in an upwards trend in which we've seen a 53% gain. Okay, we've seen consistent higher lows and consistent higher highs throughout the entirety of the upwards trend. There's no indication at all that a bearish trend has formed. Okay, if there was an indication of that, we would have seen it, it reflected on the charts quite clearly in the fact that we would have seen a lower high, we would have seen a lower low, we would have seen something actually materialize. At this point in time, the upwards trend is very concrete, but the polarization occurs because even though we're in an upwards trend, right? What we have to admit is that we have seen a 53% move without correction, and we have seen Bitcoin edge towards a very major resistance zone now. So this is why the polarization has occurred. And there is polarization. If you look at my community poll right here with 1,400 votes, we've got around 56% of people saying yes, 44 saying no in regards to whether Bitcoin will break 40K. Now that's basically 50-50. There's no clear market bias here. Yeah, it's slightly more bullish and that might justify the upwards trend. But if we're looking at the actual indicators themselves, we can see, well, we're at very strong resistance. We've got something like this RSI line on the daily chart, for example, stemming back from August, flipped for resistance here. This is not very good. That's a resistance support flip on that RSI line. We've got things like volume telling us that, hey, look, yeah, we're still in an upwards trend, but even in this upwards trend, the volume is gradually decreasing, meaning that yes, there is still bullish momentum, but the bullish momentum is tapering off as we get higher and higher. The bulls are less likely to buy as we get higher and higher. And there is an argument to be made that this exhaustion will eventually result in a downwards trend. Now, what is my opinion on that? My opinion on that is that I don't know, right? That's why I'm making this video. I don't necessarily know. I would say it is 100% certain, okay, and this is not my opinion, this is the objective truth, that there are certainly signs of exhaustion, and there certainly are more bearish indicators than bullish indicators, but it's very hard for me to sit here as an analyst and tell you that Bitcoin is bearish, even though there's bearish indicators, when we haven't seen any confirmation of a bearish trend. It's hard to tell you that. If we're being objective and actually true to the data, well, Bitcoin is technically bullish right now. We're bullish because we're in a bullish trend. Just because we have signs of exhaustion, it doesn't mean it's exhausted. Okay, so it's very important to know these kind of things. That's why I'm making this simplification video. So Bitcoin's pushing up to major resistance, okay? It's actually at major resistance, and if we look at something like this chart here, for example, daily chart, we can actually draw in something that a lot of people are missing right now. It's a massive ascending channel formation, okay? A massive bearish market pattern, ascending channel formation, not very good at all, not very good to see, not what you want to see, and people aren't looking at this right now, but it's actually quite worrying, and it is validated by the last couple of days of candle retests, right? This candle that went higher than it did a few days ago yesterday does validate this channel formation, and obviously ascending channel formations generally do get rejected from and broken down from, or at least, we'll see a come down to the bottom of the channel before bouncing upwards. That's what the bears are arguing. Now, look, I've also seen a lot of bullish arguments going around. I've seen bullish arguments going around in relation to ETF narratives. I've seen bullish arguments going around in relation to upwards consolidation. Upwards consolidation in this format is not necessarily a bad thing, especially considering the fact that we have no concrete market pattern right now. What we do have, okay, is an ascending support line. We have an ascending support line like this. Now, if we zoomed into short term, we'd see, let's actually go to short term so I can show you exactly what's going on here. We have an ascending support line. As you can see, this back line here is validated by a wick. Let's go back to 4-hourly chart. we have an ascending support line, and that is concrete. And if we break that support line down, that is when we can flip bearish. That is when we can confirm the bearish narratives. But until that's broken, we don't really know. The good news is we wouldn't have to wait very long. If it did break down, it'd be at around 36.5k, so we'd be fine to flip bearish there. But the problem is we haven't broken it down yet. We're still on an upwards trend. And for all intents and purposes, an upwards trend like this, with no clear market pattern forming, because we don't know where the top line is. The top line's not valid, right? We could draw it here, it's not valid because it's got faked out. We could draw it like this, it's not valid because we've only seen 2 retests. We don't actually know what this market pattern is exactly. We only know what the bottom line suggests. And so we're forced into a situation in which we have to accept the fact that this upwards trend is valid until it's not. That's the simple reality. And so with that said, we have a strong upwards trend, a slow upwards trend, a slow grind upwards, okay? And we have no market pattern surrounding it that is bearish. And so we could make the argument that this is actually bullish absorption. Okay, so what's going on is basically the bears are trying to push the price down. That's why the price is slowing down. But it keeps grinding higher gradually. And basically it's making the argument that the bears are failing to push the price down. That is a possibility. Now, under that possibility, if we manage to break upwards here, it should be a spontaneous break. If that is what's happening, it should be a spontaneous break, okay? And it should take us probably right to 48k. Yes, there's a brief resistance here at 42, but ultimately it's not much. If we look at the volume profile, the next major spike on volume profile is actually here at 48k, probably more like 47.5k. So what I'm saying to you is this, and this is the argument I'm making for the upside case right now. If Bitcoin is to break upwards, which is actually hard to debunk. Yes, there are signs of exhaustion. Yes, there are many exhaustive indicators. But there's no actual confirmed downwards trend, so it's hard to sit here and say that we're bearish. If Bitcoin is to break upwards, okay, it should be an explosive break, and it should take us right to either 42k or more likely even 47.5 to 48k. That would happen very quickly if we do break the upside. If we are to break downwards, we will be able to identify that very quickly. Okay, it would be a break of this yellow line here and perhaps a form of some sort of lower low that would make the trend quite bearish. That would flip us into a bearish downtrend most likely because we'd see a lower high from that, and that would be a rounding top pattern. So it'd be very easy to identify when the trend actually flipped bearish. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. But if we were to see the bearishness occur, we could see a retest of all the way down to the bottom of this channel formation, which could take us down all the way to something like 28.6k. If we go below 28.6k, that's when I'd start to get worried about Bitcoin, because a drop below 28.6k would be a drop below the entire channel and a drop below things like bull market support band, Gaussian channel, 200-week SMA, etc. So, to summarize my points in this video, it's a very short video, I've done it this way for a reason. I want to get all the information out and no blabber. Okay, here's my thoughts on Bitcoin right now, and here's everything you need to know about Bitcoin right now from my perspective. My thoughts are this. Bitcoin is objectively in a strong upwards trend. There have been no signs of weakness in this upwards trend. There are signs of exhaustion forming, but exhaustion is not the same as exhausted. So we can't be bearish right now. We also don't have to be bullish. We can take a neutral standpoint. You shouldn't be buying into resistance. That's a rule of thumb 101 in TA. So I don't recommend buying right now, or I'm personally not buying. And I don't recommend, or I'm personally not shorting or selling right now either. What I am doing is waiting. I'm waiting for either a break above this red resistance box. If that happens, it would be a quick break and it'd be a spike and we go straight to higher levels, such as 47.5 potentially. Or I'm waiting for a break of this yellow line and a continuation or a reversal downwards and an actual downwards trend to form, in which case you'd be looking for short positions, etc. If we did see a downwards trend form, it stands to reason that we could be retesting lower levels like 32k, 30k, or even down here at 28.6k. And all of that would be very healthy from a long-term perspective. It's only when we start breaking below things like 28.6 that we get in real danger. So regardless of any situation that occurs on Bitcoin next, Bitcoin is actually in a very healthy position on both a long-term and a medium-term perspective. It's only the short-term that's a little bit in the air. We don't really know what's going to happen on the short-term. We have to wait for more confirmation. From an intellectually honest position, there is nothing we can do right now to say we are bullish or bearish. It simply wouldn't be honest of us. I know people don't like hearing that, but that's the reality. Here is a conversation thread or comment thread that I find extremely interesting. I think you will find it too. Professional traders rarely make predictions. Clown YouTubers make them all day to sound smart. I don't see sufficient evidence to make concrete predictions in this short-term position, so why would I? I made predictions about what will happen when scenarios activate and assess the probability of those scenarios. Predictions don't make money, reactions do. On that note, I'll end the video. If you're looking for a cryptocurrency exchange, I highly recommend Bingx or Bitget. Bingx is global, non-KYC. You can sign up from anywhere in the world with just an email address and a password. It's easy, takes like 30 seconds. And then Bitget is global KYC. Sign up from anywhere in the world except for the United States of America. They are not allowed. And then you can use the exchange with KYC as well. Both are very low in trading fees. Both have never been hacked before. Both have extensive protection funds in case there is a hack, and I highly recommend them for various reasons, including the ones I just listed. In the description below, you'll find my referral links to either exchange. With the referral link, you'll get a 15% trading fee discount for life on either exchange, and also access to an exclusive reward center and exclusive promotions and events. So go ahead and do that if you're interested. It takes 30 seconds to a minute to sign up. Helps the channel a lot, and it'll help you as well. Get on a good exchange, save a bunch of money in fees, and maximize your exchange security with those ones there. Now, if you're interested more in making money on altcoins, you can use the VIP group we have on Telegram. You can join the VIP information and results group, which is kind of a precursor to the VIP group. Joining there, you can find all the information and results, including a PDF with all of the trading results, 80.5% win rate in that PDF. Every single trade we've ever taken is listed in that PDF. Full transparency, our losses, our wins, everything, it's all in there. And then a 14-day free trial membership information, as well as pricing details if you want to join outright in a paid membership. We then finally have the Crypto Academy. If you want to learn how to trade, this is the place you can do it. This is a university-style course that teaches you everything you need to know about trading and market analysis, whether it be indicators, market patterns, candlesticks, strategies, taking profit, entries, how to find trades themselves, risk management, market psychology even, looking into what even is Bitcoin, what even is cryptocurrency, how do financial markets move and work. Everything is in there. So check it out. It's in the link below, and in the website, you'll find the email address for contact details. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.